EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Jets.
Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you think about matchups in the NFL, you're usually thinking this offense versus this defense. But this game here, we get two different offensive philosophies that are matching up in this one.
Yeah, we certainly do, because on one side, you've got a team that not only loves to throw the football, they do it quite well. They're the #1 passing offense in the league. And on the other sideline, the ground game is their strength. They're a top 5 unit in the league. So contrasting styles of moving the football. To me, this is going to make for a very interesting ball game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
On second down now, it's Porter. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
There's Wilson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then. And they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere. And for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
On second down, it's McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves Chad that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the left side. Porter looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Jets first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Saints 43-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At the 30-yard line.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh, yeah.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints again ready to go on offense.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there, forced incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's McDonald. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. On 3rd down, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. On 3rd down, it's McDonald. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Wilson on first down. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run on first down. McDonald. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Second and 12. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
On first down, Porter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Makes it
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that drive spans 13 plays, and a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
taken at about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. There's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Porter. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this when both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll run on 1st down. It's McDonald. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are going to retake the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Porter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For the lead, here's third and goal.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw.
Complete to McDonald.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass complete to Green. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
Back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's McDonald. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. He's back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's McDonald. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.